Hey guys, what's going on? 845 Sportscards coming back at you again from the Hudson Valley in New York. It's always good to be with you guys. It is the first of the month, February 1st, 2025, and we're back at it again, trying to find the Nolan. 1991 Upper Deck had randomly inserted, hand-signed, hand-numbered to 2500 Nolan Ryans. Again, I've been searching for this thing for a while now. On eBay, they're 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, depends on the grade. If they're raw, it's anybody's guess. But you just can't find these things for a fair market. So I'm determined. I bet there's still a ton of them left in these sealed boxes. So I'm going to keep looking. We're going to keep ripping. We're going to keep pulling out the Hall of Famers. There's always the Michael Jordan short print. We'll pull that out. If we find one or two, there's some great photographs. But just in case, the eventuality that we do not pull the Nolan Ryan autograph, I want to show another PC card of Nolan Ryan. What we have here is the 89 Upper Deck Nolan Ryan in the Gem Mint 10. 89 was the inaugural Upper Deck set. Different photograph on the front and the back. Really, really nice card. This card here pictures Nolan Ryan warming up his right arm by throwing a football. His philosophy, and again, it's hard to discount anything Nolan Ryan did or said in his career, but obviously he had durability, longevity, 27 careers, up to his arm exploded in his next to last pitch. He was just an absolute monster. 2 Advils. The guy was throwing back-to-back days. He was throwing well over 100 pitches, complete games, just out of this world. If you look here, complete games as of 1988, he had 207 complete games. I mean, that's something that'll never be touched ever again. You're never going to see that again. But durability of pitchers is a thing. Nolan Ryan was the master durability, and he credits being strong. I remember having the Nolan Ryan forearm strengthener device when I was a kid, and throwing a football, strengthen his shoulder. So, hey man, the Ryan Express said it. You got to believe it. So, let's rip into this box here and see if we could find his autograph, because it's something I definitely want to add to my PC. It's a card that I think is really, really nice. It's going to be on the checklist. In the checklist, it's a checklist of the insert set. 15 cards in each pack. They all say find the Nolan. The checklist has moments throughout his career. 7 no-hitters, 5,000 strikeouts, and all that. So, and there's one checklist that covers them all. And what I'm going to do here is see, that's the checklist right there. And it's the first card on the back. So I'm going to start ripping these this ways so we can get the slow reveal. But other than that, we're going to look for the Hall of Famers: Boomer Wells, Paul O'Neill, Joe Girardi, Dutch Dalton, Smoltz a Hall of Famer, Hubie Brooks, and again the holograms are interesting. If we see any Chief Wahoo holograms, or we see any Montreal Expos holograms, we'll pull those aside because they have some value. That's a pretty cool picture. Got Kurt Miller in the sunset on a plane somewhere. That doesn't look like Pittsburgh to me, but that was probably in Arizona or something. So this is what it would look like if we're going to do the slow reveal. That's the back of the checklist. We could all hold our breath and not see the autograph, but that's what it would look like. So keep your eye out for that. That's what it's going to look like. And for all these packs, that's how I'm going to rip them now, because it seems like that's how the inserts are seated. Also, the few times I pulled the Jordan short print, that's where it was seated, on that top card. So, Dave Justice rookie. Nice card here. Willie McGee. Rhino. No intention of flipping these cards around because it'll take a long time and just add to the pain and misery. Red Sox on the hologram. Start checklist, and here's Kirk Gibson. Hope everybody's feeling good. In the dead of winter now. Northeast. Gets dark real early. I just didn't do what I said I was going to do. Phil Plantier. Big rookie. Padres. Gets dark early. Could be a little depressing. We're just waiting for things to be over. Springtime. Pitchers and catchers should be soon. Right on Valentine's Day. About 2 weeks away. So that's always something to look forward to. After the Super Bowl, there's really not a lot to look forward to other than pitchers and catchers. The downtime in sports. Scott Bradley, Todd Burns, Dykstra. Vulcan Athletics on the hologram. Moose. Mike Mussina, rookie. Stolen base leaders. Now, this is a stolen base leaders with Ricky Henderson and Lou Brock. See if it's the special one. Nope. Sometimes there's a date above the 939, but still a pretty cool insert card of Ricky. And again, it was on the top side. So, good to know as we pull through these. We'll try to keep them down. So the last card is the exciting one. Lariano, although they do claim this is random sequencing. It's obviously seeded the same way most modern cards are. Ken Daly, Fordyce, Dick Henson, and victory number 1. Ryan's first victory as a New York Met. Ryan was a member of the 69 Miracle Mets. If you get the 1970 top set, they chronicle a bunch of things there. Nolan Ryan does have a few cards where he's pictured. He played an integral part in winning that series. Bobby Witt Sr., Maurice Vaughn, and no insert. These foil packs leave a lot of foil dust everywhere. Try to keep it tidy. My black table. Bruce Ruffin, Carl Rhodes, Henneman, Dave Stewart, Bill Griffin, Brett Butler, Alan Tramm. Brett Butler was, there he is. Brett Butler was there on the Giants there. He was a very, very good leadoff man. Alan Trammell, second tier Hall of Famer, but Hall of Famer nonetheless. Schooler. 91, if I had a guess, there's probably around, I don't know, I'd say 20 Hall of Famers that exist in this set. Guys that played into the early 90s. You had your Andre Dawsons and your Tremmels and Maddox, Glavins, Tony Fernandez there. Quite a few Hall of Famers. Got big stars from the day. Glenn Doc Gooden. Royce Clayton was a big star. Storm Davis with a mullet. Sweet mullet. There are a lot of Hall of Famers to be had. Most of them aren't worth more than 50 cents. So, if you're going to partake in something like this, ripping tons and tons in 1991, your best bet is probably making lots. You can make a lot of 15 Andre Dawsons. Or you can make a lot of every Hall of Famer from the 91 set. Some people do put together registry sets. Some people do put runs of Hall of Famers from sets. 89 is a pretty 89 Upper Deck is a pretty popular set to do that because it is the flagship of Upper Deck of that year, and it is the inaugural set. So a lot of people like to do that with the 89, but 91 is still a nice set. Still a lot of beautiful photography. And people do PC certain Hall of Famers, so if somebody PC'd Greg Maddux, the card of him bunting, this is pretty cool. In the 891 Upper Deck, and maybe somebody wants a nice copy, and they want to roll the dice and say, oh, send me those 10 pack pulled ones, because I want to send the PSA, see if I can get a 10. being in these foil packs, stashed away since 1991, you're looking at, for that, 34 years. They're taken care of. It is possible you could pull a 10 out of these. They had pretty good quality control in 89 Upper Deck. Can't say the same for a lot of the modern sets. Looking at U-Top's Chrome. Danny Cook. But quality control was high. Here's the checklist. Nothing. All right. Moving right along. So when I hit it, that's probably how it's going to look. Just low reveal for the IG, you know. I don't know if anybody's ever got a video of this autograph being pulled. I would love to be the first. I'd love to pull two in a box. But if I pull one, I'm not ripping 91 Upper Deck anymore. We're going to move on to something else. So down in the comments below, let me know, this way is below, let me know what you guys would like to see. Of course, send some good juju, some good vibes. Hoping that I hit this thing. So I want to find the Nolan. Jamie Moyer, Chris Johnson with the Ports. Top prospect, never panned out. Cecil Cooper. There was the Hank Aaron in the high number series of 91 Upper Deck. That might be the same ordeal as this. Unending foil flakes all over my house. Oops, mixing my base and my junk. My pile's mixed up here. There we go. There we go. Kevin Bass, garbage. Here we go. Eddie Murray's a Hall of Famer. Keep him together. Athletics. Chipper Jones rookie. Chipper Jones rookie. It's a nice one. Andujar Cedeno. Mike Bench. All about the Benjamins, baby. Back in the 90s, there were a handful. I think Donruss, 93 Donruss, I believe it was. 92 Donruss. As the signature series. Might be something to chase. But what I like about the 91 Upper Deck, specifically, and why I started with this, other than the fact that I wanted the Nolan Ryan autograph, I didn't want to pay top dollar for it, was there's a lot of Hall of Famers, plus the Ryan insert set itself. The Jordan short print in a PSA 10, $450 maybe. That's always something to chase too, as a secondary chase. Second best hit. Dale Murphy, should be a Hall of Famer one day. Candy Maldonado. And Corey Haim. It's a valuable card in the El Cid. Valuable in the 75 cents to $1.50 range. But I'll take it. And so we're gonna nickel and dime our way back to profitability, or at least offset our cost. We could pull out 15 cards, 20 cards. That'll get us 50 cents a piece. It offsets the cost of these boxes. We're still looking at right around $50 a box. Nothing's really changed in the market. The economy is what it is, as we all know. It is what it is. Can't change it, but there's still nostalgia. There's still the hobby. Sports cards that we all love and participate in. Andre Dawson. Bedrock. J. Bell, Dave Justice again. A nice one. Nate Dykstra, the Royals. Prospects, Pascal Perez. Just real quick, I'll stop right here. You see Royals, Red Sox, Royals, Cubs, A's, Padres, Red Sox, Royals, Cubs, A's, Red Sox, Royals, Cubs, A's, Padres, Red Sox, Royals. That's not exactly random collation, but hopefully the cards are randomly collated. Hopefully the random sequences, they say. And hopefully there's a Ryan stashed away in one of these boxes that I can source. Out here in the Hudson Valley. Ruben Sierra, Willie Randolph, Charlie Huff, Jack Clark, Todd Zeal, Kevin Bass, another Red Sox, Conine, Kyle Abbott. I don't think Kyle Abbott's really Jim Abbott. I don't believe so. Doesn't matter. He wasn't very successful in the major leagues anyway. The Big Cat, Andres Galarraga. Don Slaught, Ron Gant, Padres, Johnny Ray, Jeff Juden. Hey, ba-boom. There is a Jordan with it. Appears to be a crease. Son of a... That's unfortunate. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that there. That card is in rough shape. So, that ain't a PSA 10. That's unfortunate. That is the short print Jordan, but it's beat up, so that's a shame. We'll throw that one on ComC. Hope we get $5 to $10 on that. That's a risky play, again, with these 35-year-old boxes. It was probably okay when it was printed, but how much did that box ever get sat on, stepped on? You know, hard to say. Not every card is bent like that, but unfortunately, that top card took the beating. Todd Van Poppel, Matt Noakes. That's real disappointing. But I would say pretty much like every other box, every third box maybe, I pulled that Jordan. And I would say every other one is in good shape. You know, some of them, they're off centered. That one happens to be damaged with the crease. But that's the game you play with these old packs. You know, 91 Upper Deck wasn't known for bricking, which is nice. A lot of the 90s packs, later 90s, mid 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, because of the glossy finish on those cards, end up sticking together. Pretty terrible, because then every card is guaranteed that paper loss. That'll be Almar. So if you open up an old box of, say, like 98 Bowman, even if you find the best card there's your chipper. Even if you find the best card, the odds of it being in good shape are very low because they're all going to be stuck together, and you got to pry them apart. And when you pry them apart, some of the paper comes up. Just go back and look at the Millennium box from Slater Sports I ripped on here back in November a while ago. You can see that just every card that got stuck together, bricked up, got some paper loss, and that's very unfortunate. There's your 5,000 strikeouts. So as I said, a lot of the Hall of Famers that do have some value, I'm going to send off to ComC, comc.com. ComC takes, they say, for their basic standard service, takes right around, Jim Abbott, takes right around 16 weeks to process all your cards. So it's a very slow process. So if I were to throw in cards today, you're looking at 4 months, you know. Lucky to have them by the All-Star break. So it's a slow process. But it's part of the overall strategy. Keeping liquid, keeping money. Ken Griffey Jr. I'm in pretty good shape. Keeping money in the hobby budget. That's a nice one. Griffey. Fernando. Triple exposure. It's a nice pack. Eric Davis. Oakland Athletics. Reggie Harris. Ron Pena. Scott. And groundbreaking. That's the Robin Ventura Carlton Fisk card. Not very valuable. Todd Hundley, that's catcher. Eric Anthony, Eric Yielding, Hanky, His nerd glasses. Mike Walker. A career year 1973. If I take the entire Ryan insert series, throw that on eBay, you might get, I don't know, $5-10. Make them pay shipping. Not a bad return, since I'm going to have stacks and stacks of these at some point. Just never ending pile of commons. I don't want the shoe boxes in my basement to get overwhelmed. With 91 upper deck. Terry Shumpert, Jeff Hudson, Mike Gallego. Somebody had a bad day that day. Second baseman for the Padres. Kevin Maas. Tony Gwynn. One of the best to ever do it. Athletics. Chuck the pop-up. You didn't know. Chuck the pop-up. When he played for the Yankees. Oof. Every time he was in a spot to make a big hit, he'd pop up to the shortstop. He was frustrating to watch. Not a bad hitter with the Twins, but when it came over to Yankees, my goodness, it was frustrating. Larry Walker. Bobby Bowe. Andy Van Slyke. Cubbies. I've seen this a bunch of times. Barry Jones, back to back. Collation. One's always upside down. Or backwards, rather. And back to back. Collation, the same card. We have to see the Jordan back to back. Well, the Ryan autograph back to back, but we'll keep ripping until we find it is Ricky. He looks light skinned there. Ricky so fast is 3 Rickies. Paul Molitor, Hall of Famer. Danny Tartable. Terry Steinbeck. Todd Stottmeyer. Royals, Jim Gott, Gary Reedus, Chuck the pop-up again. 81, all-time leader. 4 packs left. February 1st edition of Find the Nolan 1991 Upper Deck. If we don't find it here, we'll be back again ripping this March 1st. Will the Thrill Clark. I haven't seen that card too often, actually. Tom Gordon, Blackjack McDowell, Scott Fletcher, Oral Hershiser. It's a dumb look on his face. More about the Dodgers getting poor pictures chosen. But that's Upper Deck for you. There's Barry. Will Barry Bonds ever go in the Hall of Fame? I don't think so. But you can't deny his numbers. 3 packs left. Gotta be honest, this is a bit tedious, but I look forward to it every month. George Brett, running for his life. I look forward to this. I enjoy this. Jose Canseco. I'm optimistic that I will find this one day. 2 packs left. Will today be the day? I'm not really sure. Will this be the year, 2025? I'm not sure. Will I break down and just buy the card at a card show? Maybe. Randy Reddy. But I'd much rather pull it right here. Jeff King, Scott Lewis, Mickey Hatcher. Again, look at that ridiculous card. The Dodgers, ridiculous cards. He's carrying a gigantic glove over his shoulder. And he's card number 666. There you go. Card 666, because the kid that chose the pictures for the Upper Deck was an Los Angeles Angels fan. And there is Mickey Hatcher stomping out a flaming bag of poop on the back of the card. Like, how does this happen? It's card number, again, so the kid that picked the pictures for the Upper Deck hated the Dodgers. Every year, 666 was a Dodger. Mickey Hatcher literally stomping out a flaming bag of poop on the back of the card. And the front of the card has a giant glove slung over his shoulder. He can't make this stuff up. It's patently absurd. But, yeah, that's the story of Upper Deck. And that kid had quite a bit of influence. And you could say that he did pick Ken Griffey Jr. to be the #1 card in the '89 set. That's a good thing. And then they let him run wild. They let him make the Dodgers look foolish for years to come. I'm not terribly upset about that. It's an interesting piece of trading card history. Last pack up. Do we see last pack magic? Righetti, Darren Fletcher, Walt Terrell, Paul Molitor, Tim Nearing, Spike Owen, Matt Williams, Frank Tanana, Kid Bobby Thigpen, Cubbies, Gary Gaddy, Kelly Gruber, and victory #1. Not going to be autographed because it is not a checklist. So we yielded a Crease Jordan, a bunch of Hall of Famers, about yay thick. And that's what we got this month. Thanks you guys for watching. 845 Sports Cards. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share this with your friends if they want to see Dodgers stepping on poop on the back of their card. Like, comment, and I will see you guys again next month. Take care.